G'day everybody, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 and welcome back to the Underdark, specifically the Myconid colony. Now, you may notice a few differences between the previous episode or the end of the previous episode and this one. I completely forgot to save my game towards the end of the previous episode, so I had to redo the, well, not the saving of Balin, but just, you know, trying to get rid of some of those Bibberbang mushrooms to try and get to some of the goodies, which I redid, and obviously I was a little bit more careful, so you may notice that Blue is not missing as much HP as before. What we are doing today is we're going to see if we can discover what Balin and his associate are up to, because yeah, we did have a chat with his friends there, and she seemed very cagey about what she's doing here. So we're going to have a chat with them again. Obviously, we are going to then continue our adventures in the Underdark. There's plenty of things to do still, obviously, so... let's have a chat with Dareth and see what she says from here. And if there's any trading to do, then we need to bring Will with us.
Something's on my mind.
Look at that. Got my useless old man back. I suppose that's your doing.
Old man?
His hands are empty as a hole. We'll have to send him back out soon enough.
Now that that's settled, tell me what you're really doing down here.
Collecting noble stock. Valuable mushroom. We've a shop in Baldur's Gate. The locals go mad for it.
Yeah, we do have a noble stalk, and that's what we picked up, you know, towards the end of the previous episode. What makes it so valuable?
Nearly nothing it can't cure. Blindness, poison, hair loss.
Do we keep the noble stalk for ourselves? Or do we give it to these guys? I'm not sure. Let's show it to her.
Ah. To no surprise of mine, you're more competent than Balin. Go on then. Hand it over.
What will you do with it?
Sell it. What else? Worth more than its weight in gold to folk back in Baldur's Gate. There ain't much it can't cure.
Let's ask her how much it's worth.
Loads. But I haven't got anything to offer for it. And I'm counting on the shroom for that. Give it or don't.
I'll toss you into a chasm? No. Let's keep it for ourselves.
Wait. Please. I need this.
Why do you need it so badly?
I run a shop called Bone Cloaks in Baldur's Gate. Balin nearly sunk the shop to pay for drink. When he was of his own mind. If I can put noble stock on the shelves, it might allow us to hang on a little longer.
I wonder if I can still give it to her if I come back. So I'm gonna just keep it for myself first, because the thing is, who knows what sort of other quest might come up that requires me to have the noble stalk. For all I know, it could be important for something else, so yeah.
You've sunk me. You and Balin together. No point in wasting any more time here with you.
Ooh, okay. We still got a reward though. While it wasn't a joyful reunion, Dareth has her husband back now. Okay, right. I thought he was her father, but not exactly. Gloves of the Uninhibited. Kushigo. Kushigo's Might. Wearer deals an additional 1d4 damage with throw attacks and attacks made with improvised weapons. That's very specific, isn't it? Might depend on what Karlach has for her gauntlets. I'm just gonna see if it's worthwhile. Bracers of defense. I think this is much better. It's a bit more consistent. So... And we don't really throw stuff that often, do we? Yeah, she's still here. I'm hoping maybe I can just give it to her when we don't need it anymore, but again, I really don't know if she's telling the truth or if, you know, there's anything else it's needed for. Let's have a chat with Balin here.
My friend, Bibberbang. Curious, beautiful, but dangerous. Next time, more careful next time, for certain. Thank you for your help.
Somehow I feel like his entire head looks a bit squished. I don't know about you guys, but that's how I feel whenever I see his face. How did you get trapped to begin with?
I think anyway, what were you saying?
What is Noble Stalk exactly?
Mushroom. Powerful. Dirith wants it for a brew. She's very good, my Dirith. Very good at a brew.
Okay, so... Look, I'm just piecing things together, but he seems a bit... I don't know, absent-minded a little bit. Maybe there's something wrong with him, it almost feels like. So perhaps maybe what she really needs the Noble Stalk for is to cure her husband from whatever ailment he might have. Are you feeling alright? Seems like you get confused easily.
My words get away from me. You'll have to ask Dirith. She knows the ins and outs.
Let's show him the Noble Stalk and see what he says.
Did you take that? Dirith wants it very badly. Very, very badly indeed.
Maybe we can just simply cure him. I'm confused because Dareth says that she just wants to sell it. But then Balin's saying that she's going to make a brew out of it. I wonder if he just simply eats it, he'll feel better, or if it needs to be in the form of a brew. We have the chance of leaving here. Maybe I'll have another chat with Dareth and see what she says. This is so confusing.
We'll be clearing out soon enough. No point in lingering. Not after you swiped what we came for.
Well, didn't really swipe it, did we? We got it fair and square. So I shouldn't really feel too guilty about it. Have we read this? The Approachable East, Volume 7. Thay is beautiful. Its people are warm. Its people are kind. I am welcome here. Rashomon means nothing to me now. Karatur means nothing. My travels are done. Come, my friends, I implore you. Come to Thay. Thay is beautiful. I think we have read that.
That old idiot.
Let's have a chat with Balin again.
Be too careful in these parts. Bibberbang's the least of it.
I'm gonna give it to him and make him eat it.
Help me. Yes. My mind isn't what it used to be.
Let's see what he says after that. Hopefully it does the trick.
I could run the shop again. That is, help Derek. I don't...
Okay, Karlach is inspired now. She didn't approve before. I thought he was gonna get like mushroom poisoning or something for a second there. Let's have a chat again.
God! I can finally think! Look at Derek!
What have you done?
What's the matter, woman? I got my brain back. Smile.
Yeah, she clearly had other intentions. Let's observe the couple silently.
Well?
Balin, it's been a good few years. I need a chance to think.
Never made a habit of that before. Don't see why you'd start now.
Do you remember these last years? Since you've been sick.
Remember how you used me like a mule?
I learned that from the best.
Well, the best is back. You'll learn your place again. Even if you forgot till now. Come on. Get to packing. We're going home.
Jeez, okay. I'm not entirely sure if that was the best outcome because she's none too happy about her husband being back. I'm guessing, though, that if we gave her the noble stalk, she would have simply ran off with it and just sell it and maybe even ditched her husband in the process.
Trust Derek to bring us to the bloody Underdark.
But then Balin doesn't seem like the nicest of spouses, to be honest. Like, maybe he's a little bit too hard on her.
Getting out of here soon enough. Wouldn't have come if I'd had my wits to work. Thanks for your help. Stop by Bone Cloaks if you're ever in Baldur's Gate. I owe you for saving me from my old cow.
Yeah, okay.
Damn.
I get the feeling that that was likely the least negative outcome, I would say. Unfortunately, they're not trading with us anymore, but she might say something a little bit different.
You don't know what you've done. Leave me be.
Very entertaining. Maybe I can help you get away from him?
Don't touch me. You're just like him. Everyone is, in the end. Just go. Please. God.
Now, I don't know if I've done the right thing or not, but perhaps once we arrive at Baldur's Gate, we might have a chance to speak with her again and maybe help her out.
Just leave me, I said. You've done enough damage already.
You could always just leave him.
You don't understand. You don't know what he's capable of. Just go. Please.
Okay. Jeez. Ursa keeps, like, just jumping around everywhere. Settle down. Okay, so... yeah, we definitely want to check in on them again. I'm not going to save scum that at all, guys, because, yeah, it is what it is. It's maybe a sort of okay outcome. Finish the masterwork weapon. Yep, we need to do that. But with that quest, don't we need to find someone to do it for us? We've got the suture bark, now we need to head back to the forge. Back to the forge. This is going to take us out somewhere. And there's an elevator, which we saw, obviously. Let's not worry about that for now. I'm more interested in trying to find these mushrooms. And... to do that... don't we need to go to the tower? Wait a sec. No, this doesn't appear on the map. Okay, well, in that case, we might focus on this one instead. Defeat the Durgars. Reach Sovereign's Refuge. Okay. Oh yes, this is about collecting a reward of some kind, I think. Well, at least initially, but then we need to do more stuff after. Pale corpse, glowing gem. Yeah, I have no idea what we're supposed to do with any of these gems, but they seem to be in like a circular pattern, so Shadow of Menzaberanzen. Shrouded in shadow. Become invisible for 2 turns. Invisibility ends early if you attack, cast another spell, take an action, or take damage. This seems really good for perhaps maybe a Starion. Once per short rest though. I think we can make some decent use out of that hood. It is considered light armor. Flump mating rituals.
The cover proudly announces this book to be Flump Mating Rituals.
Okay. It's kind of the same thing. Recall what you know of this title. Oh, we need a 15 though. Got inspiration, maybe? Don't need it. Very lucky.
Underdark fauna is a topic much written on, but this title has never appeared in any collection you've seen. The scrutiny proves too much. The lurid text melts away before your eyes. An illusion. What remains are simple instructions written in a spare hand. The secret to forging adamantine.
Okay. So this is kind of related to the forge that we're trying to look for, right? The pages, apparently copied from a master tome, describe the construction and use of a grand forge in the Underdark. Among the Sharons dwelled the gnome Suluv Yali, whose talents for wizardry were known from Candlekeep to Sorcerer. Under his tutelage, the Sharons built the Great Forge, which could heat mithril with such vigor as to turn it to adamantine. With this astonishing metal, they could mold the finest blades and armor. Yet the jewel of Yali's eye was not the forge itself, but the protector he conjured from the magma to guard it. A construct said to be so mighty that no blade could fell it, and no spell could pierce it. Instructions for operating the Great Forge are listed underneath. Ingredients: raw mithril ore and a proper mold. Place the ore and mold into their respective chambers. Pull the lever to lower the hammer and prepare the ore for smelting. Open the valve to allow lava into the crucible, and drop the hammer again to forge the product.
Another clue pointing to the adamantine forge. Now I tire of theory. Let us put it into practice.
Okay. Let's have a look at that quest specifically. Adamantine forge. To use the forge, we need to place a mold and mithril ore into their respective chambers, then pull a lever. Okay, maybe I might need to obtain the mithril ore and the mold somewhere. We'll come back to that. Alright, and should we be speaking to this corpse? I don't really know if it would tell us anything.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
We've sort of understood the book, so I probably don't need to ask him too many questions about it, but what was your business down here?
Glory. We search for the adamantine forge.
Okay, maybe he was one of the drow, which we met at the start of our adventures here in the Underdark, maybe. We? Who were the others?
Filro.
We've met?
Dorn.
I think we've met?
Each held knowledge. None would share.
So, Filro we fought in the previous episode. Unfortunately, we couldn't really speak to Filro. Once we have a long rest, we might be able to go back there and see if he's willing to speak, but obviously the last time we were there, our only option was to fight. So if we kill him, we might be able to speak to his corpse. How did you die?
Battle with rival. Summoned spectator.
Okay, so he died from the spectator. How did his corpse get all the way here, though? What is the adamantine forge?
Lost workshop of Siluviali. Finest weapons in all creation.
I wonder if this has anything to do with the masterwork weapon that we're making, or perhaps maybe it's something separate completely. I guess his knowledge is just the operation of the forge itself, right? Do you know where to find the forge?
Dawn knows, but cannot tell.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
I mean, surely by just exploring we will be able to come across this forge. So I'm not too worried about trying to find Dorn and getting the info off of him.
Bloody Underdark.
Okay, so let's take a look at the way the quest has now been updated. Not the forge one, but the other one. Hang on. Oh no, it's already completed, I guess. And we've just obtained the reward. Deliver Nair's head. Sovereign Spore wants the head of the drow Nair. Yep, okay. A lot of stuff to take in. Let's just review where we might want to go. Masterwork weapon. Yeah, I would say we need to get ourselves here, right? There's a few things going. Finding the night song is obviously one of our main priorities, so just try and get to the beach here and we'll board what looks to be like some kind of a catamaran. What I'm really afraid of, though, is accidentally progressing to the next act without realizing.
A vessel wobbles on the lake's murky waters.
I assume this won't take us to the next act, or to, you know, the towers that we need to get to. So let's do it. If not, then I can reload, because obviously we're not done with stuff. Oh, okay, we're not alone. More Duragar.
Human, what are you doing on Gek's raft? Where's Gek? Who are you?
Oh, we've got 1d6 from Bliss Spores. I don't know what would be best. We could just simply attack these guys. Maybe. Let's... hang on. If we attack these guys, then A, we get some experience. B, if they die here, I assume people won't be outright hostile to us as soon as we arrive, and we'll be able to still sort of, you know, do stuff. Maybe there's a trader out there worth speaking to. But then, on the flip side, I don't really know if that's 100% true or not. Like, for all I know, if we attack these guys, we could end up needing to fight immediately. Let's deceive them. I think that's the best course of action initially. Gek is dead. He fell fighting the Myconids. Yeah. Well, we need a 15, so there's no guarantee that we'll roll this.
Damn. The sergeant will be pissed about her boots. Come on. Let's get you to shore. You're the one telling the sergeant what happened. The rest of you, keep patrolling. I'll be heading back with this one.
You continue forward in silence until the lights of a camp twinkle through the murk.
Okay, some kind of a stronghold, it seems.
Well, I'll be plowed sideways. We've got a welcoming party.
You shithead! Time you showed up. We got trouble.
Spit it out! Sergeant finally choked on True Soul Near's prick.
Rugno! The twat soul caused a rockfall. Trapped tighter than a ring on a fat finger.
You're shitting me. You pay up?
That's the trouble. He's got the gold on him. Sergeant's arm is falling off with all the gnome slaves she's been beating. Who's the hoon, Greyman? Another slave for the dig?
Don't worry about what I'm here for. I'll be on my way.
Aye. One of those absolute crackpots. Found the Hoon sailing Geck's skiff.
That's so.
You feel the slightest of stirrings in your head. The Dwegar is not infected, yet your minds resonate.
I'll be. You ain't shitting. Felt the tingle. Your twat soul chum owes us a load of coin. You want through? Make a donation.
I'll take your head before you take my gold.
Unclog your hole. Just shitting around. But I'm warning you. That twat soul ain't settled up soon. There'll be hell to pay for the lot of you cult buggers.
Okay, these Dwegar, I think they're called Dwegars, that's it. They are working together with the True Souls and the Cult of the Absolute, but they don't seem to get along that well. I guess they're aligned in some way. Don't know what to think of all of this, but I probably am not too fussed killing the lot of these guys from what I've managed to gather so far. Or Garth.
Go on.
Okay. I assume we can go back though? Yeah. Okay. I mean, to get back to doing the masterwork weapon, we need to take the boat anyway, so... Let's take a look at this thing here. This grubby map. On one side of this page, a hand-drawn map depicts a northern grotto bordering the Ebon Lake. An attacker's account marks the other. One of the Drugning shrooms sensed us and split. Chunky one too. Months worth of soup at least. The rest were too busy droning to put up a fuss. Ner pays us and I'm bolting for Mantol Dareth. Thrin's orders be damned, they got eel steak? Yeah, they got eel steak, mineral mead and topland food of all sort. Clan can't live on fungus alone. So, I suppose maybe you can choose which faction to align yourself with and they might ultimately rule, the Underdark. So we've aligned us with the Myconids so far, but I suppose we can turn our backs on them given the opportunity. Hey prickheads, slave grub in the right barrel, Rothchow in the left. Next of you shits I see flubbing, it is getting a hot poker up the ass sideways. Thrin. Yeah, let's take a look around. We've got a head to collect at some point. Ooh, okay, nice portal. We can get here quite faster than the last time we got here.
Dead drow.
We can take other skiffs apparently, or what's the deal? Executed drow. I mean, let's recast this.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
I wonder if this is one of the ones looking for the forge as well. What were you doing here?
Cultists, threat to Baldur's Gate. Jahira's orders.
Oh, this is a bit different.
That name doesn't ring a bell.
Jahira's orders. Where are your valuables? Who are you?
Zahan, Harper Scout.
Where are you from?
Last light, a safe haven in shadows.
Last light. What happened to you?
God, interrogate. I'm...
Well, she did say that she's a scout, so... Where are your valuables?
have none.
Damn it.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Alright, there's another faction that was just introduced there, which we have no idea about. Another drow there.
Take a big swig.
Suppose there's a big party of them that came here. Is this... I was gonna say, is it adamantine?
I'll give you that.
The corpse does not respond.
Far as I know, still wrapped around near Echo.
Okay, I saw some stuff on the other side of the dock here.
They're starting to rot. Unless you're here to kick some stiffs lakeside, I suggest you bugger off.
Grim work. Did you kill them?
Nah, rockfall smashed them. Can't have them stinking up the place. The half that weren't crushed are digging the true soul out of the wreckage.
Jeez. Alright, yeah, these are the slaves that they mentioned, right? So this door is locked. Don't suppose we'd be able to get through there without these guys noticing.
They'll let anyone in around here.
Anyone.
I mean, these guys are all going to be dead when we decide to attack Nair to get her head. I think it's a her.
Hey, stick shit!
It's stick pit, you piss pot.
That's what I said! Stick shit!
My mug's gone dry, stick shit.
You heard her, stick shit! Fill her up! Another stick shit!
Piss pot.
You flirt! Now jump to it! Or it's up to the lift and straight to the shadows!
I think we've found two Dwegai who are gonna get spit in their drinks.
True soul, yeah? Tell the sergeant we won't move a pebble.
You disgust me, slaver. How do you live with yourself?
Comfortably. Figured it obvious. I'll kick up my feet, order a brew, watch them work. They'll complain, but they love it. I'm telling you.
I don't know if we really should be antagonizing these guys right now. Yeah, I don't like your attitude.
And I don't like like pig shit, but damned if your mouth ain't spewing it. You want respect? Let your absolute pay for it. Till then, bugger off. Hey, stick shit! Where's my drink?
Coming right up, piss pot.
Stick shit talks like smug, and he wrecked that shroom village.
And then shagged it.
Here's to smug, nasty prick.
Damn, these guys. Something through there.
Know any good gnome jokes?
It doesn't say that we can't, so...
Shit. You got one of Nair's moon lanterns, Jarg?
Oh, this is probably going to progress to the next act. A moon lantern. What's that?
Pixie lamps. If you're headed to Moonrise, you won't last without it.
Toplands are clogged with the death dark. Choke you in no time.
Death Dark? What are you talking about?
You daft? It's there in the name. Shadows up there black as the lower dark. A few sniffs could fell an ogre.
Must be the shadow curse. We'll need Nair's lantern if we want to get through it.
Alright. Well, that moon lanterns are key to survival, and that means freeing Nur. Hang on, freeing Nur? So Nur is trapped somehow?
Agreed. Next stop, Nair.
Near, sorry. I mean, we did hear about them talk about, like, some kind of an accident, I guess, when we first arrived, so I guess they're trying to dig her out or something. Let's go this way.
The corpse does not respond.
Alright, nothing new. We could probably speak to these spiders. Lur Otan, Lur Fu, Lur Jox, Lur Xantha.
I speak true, brothers. You know it in your hearts. You know it in your very souls.
We need no Lolth, no Spider Queen. Father Mermuth is the head of Clan Lur. He hatched us, raised us, feeds us.
What care we for his business here? He keeps us small, keeps us contained. We should be with the Spider Queen, revered, adored.
Still got the bliss spores, that's very nice. Let's recall our learnings about the Spider Queen Lolth.
You've read that harming spiders is illegal among Lolth's faithful, and often punishable by death.
Father Mermuth is our past. Lolth is our future.
These spiders are loyal to the local Dwergar. In the event of a fight, they will join the fray against you, with slavering enthusiasm.
Well, I guess we should go with persuasion. I think your sister is right. among the Spider Queen's worshippers, you'll reach your true potential. I mean, these bliss spores, I don't know how long they're going to last. Maybe until we rest or something?
My bite could be stronger.
My venom more devastating.
Xanta, is it so? This, and so much more. In Lolth's hairy embrace, all is possible.
Her embrace.
We're ready.
We follow.
Yes. Now, brothers, our new dawn awaits.
Stinking snitch. No one drugs with Clan Flameshade.
Okay, so they've just left. And I guess maybe if we do get into a fight, they're just not going to be a problem anymore, which is good. I like to see that. Let's have a chat with this Mermath.
Don't like strangers here. But Absolute must have took you in.
Did you notice your spiders ran off?
Eh? Oh, those worthless bugs. Always were the stupidest ones I ever raised. Hope the Minotaurs get them.
Who hung these drow out to dry?
Me? Who else? My spiders sussed them out of hiding, then Near taught them a thing or two, and I let them fly.
Where did the drow come from?
Caught them sniffing around. Easy marks. Had the stench of the Toplands. Hung them here as a warning. Ain't no one drugs with Clan Flameshade.
Flameshade. Maybe I guess the Duergar have different clans? Possibly.
What's a fort like this doing in the Underdark?
Whoever built it, they've let it rot for ages.
What? Are we gonna be able to explore all the way down there?
The architects who built this must have been remarkable. Pity their vision didn't stand the test of time.
All's not lost. I mean, just look at this place.
You've quite the knack for finding the bright side of things, haven't you?
Hope keeps you going.
Yeah, Karlach is always quite positive, isn't she?
If you aren't here to inspect the stonework, then get lost. And if you are, well, I doubt you've got anything useful to say.
How peculiar. Smooth face, cobbled edges. They're a sign. They must be. A sun dweller in these parts. Look here, my topside friend. I need fresh eyes, and I doubt I'll find fresher.
A friendly welcome? A rarity in the Underdark.
As rare as a smile in Sindelrin, you might say. But I've no skill for slaving. I prefer chisel to cane. But these learned eyes reach their limits, and so I must humbly request yours.
Oh man, now I'm feeling a little bit bad if we do, like, kill all of these guys, because some of them aren't too bad. You know, that's the entire problem I've had with Baldur's Gate so far, because, you know, even the goblins, there are some characters that you would prefer not having to kill, but I suppose sometimes the game just forces your hand into it. What should I be looking at?
The rock, the rubble, all of it, if I may be so bold. Take a look. Tell me what you see, and be thorough.
Yeah, let's use our perception here. Survey the area for unseen curiosities. Oh damn, well, I didn't need it anyway, but I thought I'd got the guidance on, but... Whew, I would have been kicking myself if we just needed the guidance.
Stand out in the debris. Their borders are coated with tiny yellow crystals. The hottest of flames smoothed the stone and left sulfuric crystals behind. The fires of the hells have touched Grimforge.
Oh, we can do more. Examine the fallen rubble. Just make sure we have our guidance this time.
Boulders and stone bricks of various sizes clutter the corridor, many split cleanly in two, yet some walls remain fully intact. No quake brought these rocks down. They were smashed through in an instant. Something big charged through here. Something very big.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, we can do the roll for history as well, so assess the statue for technique and composition.
The statue's meandering curves and golden edges stand out against the weathered masonry behind it. Two styles, two eras. The statue was carved from newer stone and erected by latecomers to this ancient fortress.
Anything standing out?
Yeah, let's report back.
Incredible. An entire history risen from dirt and debris. Picture it. An ancient city, hewn from the stone by disciples of Shah, later abandoned. Untold centuries later, a new tribe revives it. Fresh walls, fresh sculptures, until a great hell beast charges through, toppling the walls and crushing the people. That explains the infernal plate I found. Perhaps you might have use of it.
Infernal plate? Okay.
But my work has only begun. There is more still to find. I must get to it.
Is that something that would be good for Karlach, I guess? Yeah, let's trade.
Well, let's see what you've got.
Yes, infernal alloys. Exactly what we need for Karlach. But I guess we need to find that guy that can actually work with it. He doesn't seem to have anything decent, though, does he? Just a few scrolls and a few potions. Yeah, maybe we have some stuff that we can sell to him. Stuff that we don't need. Icy crystals are worth 90 gold. Don't know what they do, though. Maybe it's just for gold? I think that looks good. Just get a little bit of gold. And that's fine. We don't really have will to maximize that, but I think that's a little bit too much effort for what it's worth. Alright.
A quake of some sort, perhaps? Just a theory.
Dana?
Reinforcements, huh? Let's see how long you last.
Got these Wraiths. Elder Wraith.
Human, certainly. God,
tired. Sleep.
Rest, little one. But do not take long. I feel his shadow. I heard his name whispered. The rock shivers from the sound. The Ketheric Thorm.
Ketheric Thorm, a familiar name. Halsin mentioned his stronghold deep underground.
Do you mean Ketheric Thorm, the Dark Justiciar commander?
Mighty elf, cloaked in darkness. 10 masters ago, and 10 more. But I remember. There was the work, and the blood. There was the Thorm's army. There was the Hellbeast that broke them. The Ketheric Thorm's name faded into stone until the Near came.
Impressive memory. How old are you exactly?
I outlived my mother, and her mother's mother, and many mothers beyond. Blessed to see many live, cursed to see many die.
What does Nair and Ketheric have to do with each other?
I know not, so I say not. Yet I hear his name again, said by the shadows.
I wonder if we should be going back to Halsin, back at camp, to have a chat about what we've just learned. What kind of hellbeast could have destroyed Ketheric's army?
I saw tusks and flesh, smelled fire and eggs.
Eggs?
It came with the mask men, crashing and smashing.
Probably like a sulfuric smell. Like rotten egg smell, maybe. Got some skellies here. How big is this place? Seems pretty large. We do need to figure out a way to free these deep gnomes. And then, obviously, we need to kill Nair. We'll try and look for more traders in the area. There obviously could be more, and there might be some decent items to be had through trading. And only once we've decided what to trade should we then decide on when we actually take all these guys out. Dark Justiciar Mail. Looks pretty cool. How's our inventory looking? Pretty horrid, actually. Let's send stuff to camp. Cycle 40. I know it is forbidden to enter the Inquisitor's chambers, but I could not help myself. Has Master Ketheric not commanded us to use every possible tool to best Shar's rivals? Besides, if Sybil meant to keep the amulet a secret, she would have hidden it better. Circle 40 and 2. The amulet has gifted me a power, an energy, heretofore unknown to me. I've never known such might and such cheer. I can barely keep myself from smiling, much to the others' chagrin. Okay, so you just can't stop like laughing and being cheerful? Cycle 40 and 5. It is done. Thank the Dark Lady. Sybil ripped the amulet from my throat and cast it into the lava, having found me racked by laughter. The madness has lifted, but I do not yet know my penance. Sybil is not known to take pity on thieves. Help the spirit of the amulet. What?
As you look at the skeletons, you realize they are all clad in the same dark armor.
No burial. Just slaughter. Damn.
Yeah, well, let's inspect the corpses.
Among the various fabrics, you recognize the unmistakable symbol of Shar, the Dark Lady.
Okay. We should actually have Shadowheart in the party for this. Whatever killed them made an enemy of a powerful goddess.
Still, if whatever managed to murder a group of Sharans is still around, we had better watch our step.
One thing.
Yeah, I might,
This is the city Halsin mentioned.
in the next episode, bring out Shadowheart with us. So she can interact with the environment and sort of, you know, perhaps maybe have her say. So how are we supposed to complete the quest there? So help the spirit of the amulet. We read the journal of a dark justiciar. He mentioned an amulet of great power that also made the wearer laugh. It was cast into the lava. We find the lost amulet. But if it's cast into the lava, or it was cast into the lava, wouldn't it already be destroyed? Plus, do we really want an amulet that's going to make us laugh all the time? Ooh. Yeah, things are feeling a little heavy now. We'll just send a few things back home. This amulet of the unworthy seems pretty decent. Resistance to slashing and bludgeoning damage. Could be good for maybe a melee character. Also, one thing that I want to check is these bliss spores. Affected entity has a plus 1d6 bonus. So where do we get the bliss spores from? That's my question, because if we can replicate that by just simply going to the Myconid colony every single time, then it might actually be really good to regularly go back there, you know? Try and get these benefits. So apparently it's okay for us to take all this stuff. It's a bit more down this way as well. On Sloth, Gluttony, and Vice. Endure, endure, endure. So commands Ladiger the Taskmaster. Endure, cry it out as your hammer strikes rock. Endure, shout it as your axe splits your enemies' skulls. Endure, holler as your cane strikes your slaves' backs. Toil is our duty and our blessing. Toil is the reward we grant our sons and servants. Yet beware the great enemy of toil, the scourge that wounds us and ours, the tankard. It is not only ale that pours forth from it, but indolence, gluttony, and a wandering mind. The drunkard is a clan's millstone, too heavy to carry, too idle to contribute. Cast him into the dark lake. Let him sink to the bottom, and once more call out, endure, endure, endure. It's a good lesson. Too much of anything can be bad for you, though. It doesn't count as stealing here, so And I assume no one's up here to see us lockpick this, so we may as well. Throw that ring on. And throw the... the gloves. I put the gloves away. God damn. Alright, I'm gonna need to fetch the gloves. But for now...
Don't give me trouble now.
Surely we've got what it takes to open this one. Especially with the bliss spores. Unless we roll a 1. That was close. Very close. Okay, nothing...
Shah's faithful wield crossbows like these.
Nothing too special. And I did see some stuff down here. I think there's a chest. So let's see if we can at least get there. Do we need everyone with us? Maybe we can just let Blue handle it. We don't have guidance anymore, though.
Trap. Be cautious.
Ooh. A trap there. Maybe we should get Lae'zel to give us a hand here. If it explodes and we are sent flying off, we could simply die from that, right? So perhaps maybe a quick save is in order here. Do guidance first.
Quickly then.
Let's move.
Nice. But I suppose we'll also need to do the lockpicking, which hopefully shouldn't be too difficult.
Bet I can crack that open.
We're having some decent rolls this episode, I would have to say. We have here the real Sparky Sparkswall. What kind of name is that? Lightning Aura. Let's have a look. Consume 3 lightning charges and release a blast of electricity that damages and jolts nearby enemies. Lightning charges, okay. But you would need to be able to generate lightning charges, right? Before you'd be able to consume it. So the jolt shooter allows you to gain lightning charges. Is there any other weapon that we've come across that lets you gain lightning charges? Or perhaps maybe a skill that gives you lightning charges? Because if we're able to synergize with the shield, that'll be pretty cool. But, I mean, the only other person that might be using shields would be either Shadowheart or Will.
Indolence breeds madness.
So it'd have to be something that they'll be able to, you know, use or do. A skill that they'll be able to perform. Yeah, a lot of detail there in the background. Again, not entirely sure if there's a way we'll actually get down there.
Light on my feet.
Perhaps maybe there is. There's more stuff going on down this way as well. We could simply jump down if we wanted to. But then... oh, okay, there's a way to get back up. Over this way. Well, I mean, we may as well, you know, go the long way around. We don't need Featherfall or anything like that. I'm just looking at the timing of this episode. I reckon we'll probably take a break very soon here. And maybe in the beginning of the next episode, we'll just quickly fetch Shadowheart. And we'll also fetch our gloves that we've left behind accidentally. But yeah, I reckon that's it for the episode for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Chuck us a like if you did. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.